Christian Science Protective Work by Bicknell Young. In doing protective work, one should take half an hour each day and declare the truth about malpractice. When you do it, know that you are handling the error that is trying to keep Christian Scientists from raising the dead. Evil will always come to you as person, place, or thing. When malpractice, it will come through person. Look in our textbook, Science and Health, and note the frequency that moral idiocy, erring thought, is mentioned with mental malpractice. Mental malpractice has no law, no origin. It is a falsehood of mortal mind. It has no intelligence, no action, no continuity, no power, no mind, no matter. It does not operate and cannot through a belief of thought transference, nor through a belief of fear of climate or contagion or epidemic. It cannot act through any of the cardinal sins, or through pride, passion, sensuality, or appetite. It cannot act at all. It is nothingness, dust to dust. Mortal mind cannot operate to bring about any poisoning effects on a Christian Scientist, nor affect his health in any way, nor disturb his thought. Mortal mind cannot act as mental malpractice to operate as law. It has no law, no action, no being, no life, no substance, no man, no woman, no child, no matter, no channels, no avenues, no mediums, no power, and no existence. It is unreal, false, untrue, and impossible, for there is no mortal mind. There is only one mind, even God good, so, of course, the only mind. Mortal mind cannot exert itself at all. It cannot do anything good, so naturally it cannot do anything evil. In other words, there is no mortal mind, so it cannot do anything. Mental malpractice may be defined as improper mental activity. It tries to make a Christian Scientist think there is a return of old beliefs. There is no law of malpractice that can itself be a law of relapse in the return of old beliefs. If a Christian Scientist is sick, always handle mental malpractice. As a rule, do not handle anything else. When you give a Christian Science treatment, declare, "There is no law of mental malpractice that can make me forget anything that is essential to make this a perfect and complete treatment, and a successful one." Do the work thoroughly, and leave the rest to God. When a disease is cured and another seems to follow upon it at once, this is always mental malpractice. There are no so-called laws of malpractice. They are not laws. There are no such laws. God is law, and God is all. Declare, mental malpractice cannot argue anything, cannot argue or suggest to me any evil things, either silently or audibly, that can have any effect on me or on my patients. It cannot operate to argue through a belief or disbelief in the power of Christian Science to heal or save. It cannot prevent the effect of this Christian Science treatment. It cannot make a law to influence or affect or reverse this treatment, nor can I be mesmerized to doubt its power, force, effectiveness, completeness, and conclusiveness. This treatment is the only power, force, activity, effectiveness, presence, and substance of infinite good. It is the Word of God. It is the stone the builders rejected. It always does the work, because it is God with us. Matthew 1, verse 23. Some people are made sick by mental malpractice. Handling it means health. Not to handle it means risk. No matter what the claim is, handle mental malpractice. You must know that it is harmless, lawless, actionless, mindless, because it has no origin, no sense, no life. The whole thing is a falsehood. Disease cannot be moved about, nor move from one form to another by malpractice. It cannot be directed toward a reader in the church, for example. The reader keeps well, but someone in his or her family may be affected. This is a false belief and cannot operate as a law of rebound. Do not let it reflect on you or your teacher, because you may think it takes a particular shot at someone you know, if it cannot hit you. Handle mental malpractice through love. You will handle it until you know that love is the obliterator of hate. Love is power, and there is no other power. For hypnotism, handle mortal mind and a false belief of life apart from God, not the man. No claim of mortal mind can dissect, detect, or read your thought. No, my thoughts are deep in consciousness and cannot be picked out nor found by any law or effect of mental malpractice. Realize, this treatment hinders, obstructs, impedes, and destroys all supposed law or power of clairvoyance, numerology, heredity, materia medica, and gluttony. Mental malpractice has no mind, no action, no instrumental avenue of power, no government. God is government, Mental malpractice is nothing. Mental malpractice cannot make a law that I cannot uncover its intention directed toward me. It is frequently directed for the purpose of doing evil, either ignorantly or maliciously. So I must remember to protect myself against hate, envy, jealousy. A Christian Scientist who is not working is usually mesmerized in a state or condition of inactivity. He has a tendency to be mesmerized. Handle that. No, there are no seen or unseen arguments that can operate as a law of mental malpractice through a belief of Roman Catholicism to direct a law to reverse this treatment, to do anything that it is not intended to do. The great safety is to treat the impersonality of error silently and keep all claims out of your thoughts, remembering that there is no law that can operate as mental malpractice. No law but God's law, and that law cannot be changed. Mental malpractice cannot handle or circulate through the peculiarities of disposition, discouragement, bitterness, and lack, nor constitutional tendencies so called. It cannot work as a belief of temperament, impulsiveness, nor any romantic or other feelings, such as longings, yearnings, or any other human beliefs. Mental malpractice cannot operate as a law of mortal mind to confuse or cloud your thoughts, or dethrone your reason, to prevent, interfere with, or reverse the statements of Christian Science. It cannot touch or deface you because you are a Christian Scientist. You cannot be robbed of the privileges of a Christian Scientist, nor the ability to use them. A treatment is the work and word of God. It does not return unto him void, but it is final and complete in its effects and the results thereof. Sometimes, when you feel that you cannot get results, declare the truth in this manner. This treatment is the very essence, power, presence, and activity of infinite and perfect good. It does its work because it is God with us, and it does wipe out, obliterate, and destroy. It reduces to its native nothingness any mortal belief in a power apart from God. God is the only power. God is the only life. There is no law of reversal. Mental malpractice cannot make a law to reverse, cannot act through a belief of fear. For perfect love casteth out fear. 1 John 4, verse 18. And God is love. Mental malpractice cannot operate through a belief of weather, climate, or atmosphere to touch me or to affect me in any way. This is only mental suggestion. Never be afraid of fear. It is only mesmerism. Communion with God is the law which destroys the presence of seeming evil at all times. These are facts. These are truths. Truth is infinite. It has no opposition. It has no competitor. Truth is omnipotent, omnipresent. So error of any name or nature has neither power or presence. Truth is its own utterance, its own impulsion. It is irresistible. Nothing can withstand it. Nothing can delay, hinder, or limit its activity, or affect its affirmations. Nothing can ever limit its capacity for expression. In fact, it is the word of God, which shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Isaiah 55, verse 11.